Hello, Bujo Center listeners, and welcome back. I hope you're ready for this fun little spread I have for today. Let's get into the summer bullet journaling. If you are looking to create something similar, you will need everything from this supplies list. Today, we are creating a mood tracker, but not just any mood tracker, a lava lamp mood tracker. If you couldn't tell from the theme of the supplies list. So, to start, I have already drawn up my June cover page. I used a stencil for the lettering. If you're interested in something similar, go check out bujocenter.com and go to the supplies section on my blog. So let's get into making this mood tracker. First, I like to label my pages a little more. So I'm going to use my stencil and put the words mood tracker on this page. Mood goes at the top and tracker at the bottom. Of course, I have already drawn up an outline for the outside of the lava lamp, but I want to go over that so that we are all on the same page. I used a reference like these you see onto the side of my journal to get the shape down. And then you want to grab your ruler and get those diagonal lines drawn up. A ruler makes it easier and cleaner. You can start with a pencil so that you don't make a mess as well. I like using a pencil for drawing anything up first. You might be able to see that I have already drawn the part that will be the lava in with a pencil. This just makes it easier for me to get a good-looking drawing when I go to use any of the markers or pens. So with that being said, we can now move on to grabbing our writing marker, or you can use a fine tip marker. This is going to be helpful when drawing in the lava for each day. The lava will be a representation of each day, so every section of lava is another day we will fill in when using the spread. You can either make space for the whole month of days, or do what I did. I drew as many little lava things as I could fit and rolled with it. You can always make another mood tracker for the rest of the month. You're going to take that marker with the smaller tip and draw in all the little lava bloobs. Once you've done that, you can move on to numbering the bloobs. I like using my finest tip marker for this, because you need to be able to write really small. I numbered each bloob from 1 to 13, enough to track my mood for 13 days. Numbering them helps you keep track and stay aware of your mood for each day. I usually let the numbers go with the day of each month. For example, bloob number 1 lines up with the 1st of June. Mood tracking can be a very therapeutic process, helping you with therapy by keeping you more self-aware of what could trigger you or improve your mood. This will help you incorporate positive changes to your life that help your mental well-being. Keep track of why you are having bad or very happy days on another page so you can identify triggers easier. We will now move on to the moods. When you create a mood tracker, you will need to involve symbols. For this spread, I'm going to use different smile faces. So for this part, you're going to want a marker that you like to write with. For me, it's this fine tip marker. You're going to want to stick with the color you are labeling with so that nothing gets confusing. And we will start by creating a key, so go ahead and write the word key with me. Then I'm going to take all my colors and fill in a box with each color. I have 4 different colors for 4 different moods. I wanted to make it monochromatic, so I picked a few different pinks. But you can do whatever you want, as long as you can tell a difference between each color. Once you fill in a spot with each color, you can label each one. I will be making faces for each mood on my key, but you can just write things like happy, sad, mad, angry, whatever fits your aesthetic for this spread. And there you go! Now that we are done creating the spread, we can clean it up. Take that eraser and erase any leftover pencil marks. And now you're all done and ready to start filling in your tracker. So as you pass through each day, don't forget to fill in your mood tracker. Maybe add a reminder to your to-do list. If you're having a really good day, fill in that spot with your happy color and write about it on another page in your journal. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for following along. if you recreated this spread tag at Bujo Center on social media. Here's some photos I took of this spread out in the wild. You guys know I love taking my Bujo out in nature. Check out the @Bujo Center Instagram to see more out in the wild photos of my bullet journal. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button for more.